Hey everyone. So we're going to talk a little bit now about how our beliefs surrounding our sexuality can really disconnect us from our sexuality, from our raw, authentic sexual self, our sexual nature, our flirtation, our connection to our partner, our intimacy. And what can often come up time and time again with clients is the belief that, being sexually expressive, sexually active, sexually alive means that we're a slut. If we have multiple sexual partners, that we're a slut. If we initiate sex, that we're a slut. If we self-pleasure, it's dirty. And, this is more often than not coming through from religion, from our family, our culture and our family, our societal culture, the culture of our school. And so, one of the one of the things that we're up against in coaching our female clients is overcoming their belief that they're a slut, or that sex is dirty, or that they're dirty, that touching their body is dirty, that that it's not okay to be in our raw sexual nature. So, one of the things that I often do is I help them to reconnect to the archetypal energy of Lilith and give them teachings on Lilith. I'll upload a teaching and breathwork session on that in here, in level 1. I also get them to write out all of these beliefs. So, getting them to kind of get in touch with themselves and just let their pen scribe what their thoughts are and beliefs are surrounding how their yoni looks, what their yoni smells like, what their yoni tastes like, what pleasure means to them, what sexuality means to them, what sex means to them, what their thoughts on intimacy, their thoughts on self-pleasure, their thoughts on multiple partners, their thoughts on wearing sexy clothing, their thoughts on sexual dance, their thoughts on flirtation, and just getting them to write it all out, everything that's going on in their head that they may not even be that aware of, writing it out. And then I get them to flip these beliefs. So using some words to flip it around and create a mantra that will help them to really reconnect to their true sexual self before conditioning, before they were told it was bad, wrong and dirty. I educate them as well that we touch our genitals in the womb, that it's pleasure is something we go towards, and pain is something we have an aversion to, that the clitoris self function is pleasure. I take it back to biology, and then, kind of build on it from there. And then with the mantras, I get them to, write them on their mirror, put it around their house. I get them to, meditate on them and to embody different practices. So an example of some mantras, they say, self-pleasure is dirty. Then the mantra would be, self-pleasure is natural, my pleasure is beautiful, my pleasure is my expression of my sensual self, of my love for myself. I'm safe to touch my body. And I'd have them, write that in their journal, put it on their mirror, have them repeating it to themselves, using this as a spell to take away, to replace and transmute beliefs that their self-pleasure is bad. This may be something that you will come up against in your sessions with clients, beliefs surrounding sexuality as being, female sexuality in particular, as being something dirty, bad, shameful, something to have guilt around. This is a really powerful practice to help them work through that. You may find your own practice that you feel works better, depending on your background and your experience and your client as well. Different things will work with different people. Much love to you all. See you in the next video. Ciao.